All right, Grand Rising is Shalonda, and I'm back. Again, this is not your mama's. Well, we're not doing the Bible. We're looking at this Jew bill of 1753. Hold on one second, okay? Because I was doing some research. I'm just trying to see more about this Abrahamic course or whatever it's called here, okay? Something that Joe Biden, I guess, been dragging his feet on for a long time, okay? Let's see. And you just have to wonder why. Biden shows little progress with Abrahamic Accords, first anniversary. So again, I feel like I told y'all that really somebody was supposed to be. There was supposed to be a linking up. There was supposed to be information. Somebody being shown how to build a nation or how to do accordingly. But all they did was come in and suck out the information and share it with someone else who is the idol that they wish to place in the place of this energy. It's just how I've been seeing it. So instead, they just came and played around and, just observed and make sure that nothing was going on this side. No money is being made. That affliction and all this stuff was happening. That heartbreak would happen. You see what I'm saying? Breaking up a home. But I feel like, again, it is on a higher power or authority. I feel like the connection is, but then again, it makes me question, what is it really about, right? What is it really about then? How can it be trusting if everything else is, so again, it doesn't mean that love wasn't there or isn't there. It just means how can it be, especially if everything is being done so under wraps. When a person's identity has been kept under wraps. To me, it feels like that's under wraps, but there might be millions of people that know about this storyline. I don't know. Okay? That's not what I'm here to be talking about, I guess, really. So it says the Jew Bill of 1753. Okay? Albert Hyaminson, I don't know. Paper read before the Jewish Historical Society of England, April 1st, 1906. For a brief period in the middle of the 18th century, the Jewish question became in England the burning topic of political discussion. So again, this is giving me Mary Queen of Scots energy here, because again, some of these people didn't want her to be in the position. They wanted Elizabeth to be. And again, I feel like that's kind of like something what it is, but what source is telling me is that that's intertwined into one. Somebody of the blood of this and that. Okay? Maybe the wolf and the lion or something. I don't know. Right? The burning topic of political discussion to the exclusion of all the other interests, Jewish naturalization monopolized to attend the politicians and publicists. Okay, I'm acting like I can't read. The Jews become the center of preliminary debate. So this is what I'm seeing without even knowing what. Like, just think about that. Just this is you in the rest of the world, and you're not a narcissist. You're not someone that is heartless. You're not but again, because of the way you have to deliver your message and the message that you deliver, whether you choose to have blinders on or they've been put on you like a bridle, you know what I'm saying? You can't see, you only see, So again, that might cause some kind of things to be stirred up, right? When we could just directly have conversation, but again, it's like murky waters because nobody's speaking directly to. It's like that's respect right there. And it's just like, if you can't respect that, then why are you even over here looking? Because I'm just doing what I do every day. I would if whatever this stuff, if I didn't come through this awakening or whatever, this ascension, this is what I would be doing still. I would just be thinking that this is just what I'm supposed to do until whenever. Okay? The Jews became the center, okay? His psychological, his habits, or her, okay, and his opinion supplied the material for newspaper articles, innumerable. Now, this is me saying that people are projecting things. We're talking about this whole thing with Omar or whatnot and this other woman, but really they're provoking or poking the lion or the bear. Okay? Because really, they're watching us, right? And this is where these articles are coming from. And you're doing all the work like some, what is it called? Wigger camp or something, not getting paid for it. Not getting acknowledged for it. We did a whole video on this. This is what I feel like is, that's actual rape, pillaging. So if we don't know what it really is, then we can't identify it when we see it. In psychology, and again, a lot of people that study these things going to be looking at us as if something, and it's going to make their science and their stuff looks foolish. And this is why this whole thing about this agenda about, oh, trust science. Oh, science. We can't No. Listen. People that may be tarot readers, they may not like that we have all these gifts that have been already camouflaged or placed into us, that we've been going on this journey to kind of clean ourselves up and bring these things out to help the people if they want it. Okay, see, or the lost, right? Because even at some time, I think I was lost. I felt like it took for me to meet my counterpart, or again, the divine masculine, in order to, help me see certain things. And I think that, again, they placed another individual, the idol there, and then things changed. In his opinion, supplied material for newspaper articles. So again, they just been surveilling, studying, right? Same thing all the time. It's already been happening through history, so tell me if I'm wrong. Around him, waged a warfare, okay, in which scores of pamphleteers took part. The Jewish question passed beyond the portals of Parliament and the study of publicists. The controversy fell to the level of the man in the streets. The crier, possibly. And mobs paraded London, threatening its Jewish inhabitants to the sound of the refrain. No Jews, no wooden shoes. This makes me think about something, trade or something. The cause of the alarming agitation was no wooden shoes. Was a harmless measure introduced into Parliament by the wig. It's funny, a wig goes on your head, don't it? Remember Venus? Every time you see her, she got something on her head that's kind of like where she can't see. With the old, I'm not talking about like no pictures, like no paintings. I'm talking about like the old clay, of Pelham. So again, there's Ham again. To enable foreign Jews settled in England, which could also be talking about certain places here in the Americas, the colonies and things like that, to apply to Parliament for naturalization, just as their Christian fellow aliens, those who are grafted in possibly, fellow aliens were able to do. So when we're talking about the indigenous movement, there's some of us that are the original children of God, and there's people that are the descendants and children of men. Okay, so they say about the Jews, right? But then they also say that are settled in England, right? Possibly even, where we are here, okay? Okay, but then they're Christian. Now, this is the name that's rarely really in the Bible. I think I've only found it a couple of times. Fellow aliens, again, in the likeness of, or the earth joining with the earth, or those that look like you, or the Moorish, or it just is what it is, were able to do. So again, these people, but in this, it says the first shall be the last. But why? Because everything is going to be gone by the time that you get something. If we leave it up to these people and we don't fight for it, seems like to me. Because in this point, you are the gods. So you are the ones that are going to have to make, you know what I'm saying? It's that, dealing with your most high self. where people are going to call it cocky and prideful and all this stuff. Make me think about Pride Rock, holding my head up to what the hell you want me to do. I mean, you see what I'm saying? I'm sitting here really knowing, in a sense, that I'm dealing with source, with God. And with it, because a man or a woman or somebody on this plane is going to be upset with me, I'm going to hold my tongue? I don't think so. And that's just the way it is. This is somebody that didn't even believe in believing or faith 2 years ago. I may even have to say that I won't in the future, but right now it is what it is. I don't think I would be here if there wasn't a higher power moving right now. None of the jewels are going to be there because, again, the succubus Jezebel energy has already gone in with foreign nations and done things and made deals and had sexual immoralities with these relations, with these groups, these people. Even blinding an empress, right? And leaving the southern gate or border open could be another thing that, again, although the Jews were expelled from England by Edward the First, okay? So again, this makes me think about Edward energy, old blood, vampire, old blood, Elizabeth, lizard energy, which again, in that picture, we see that woman with God's head hovering over her, and she's got all of these animals or all of these kings possibly wrapped up in her hands, and queens or whoever else, and she's standing on the back of that alligator. Which is a reptilian energy as well, which could be her support. Okay? Which might be why the whole time there was been a energy telling me to leave my home. I just never understood that. I couldn't even stay home for a certain amount of time. I kept running back and forth to different places, driving back and forth. Not even wanting to be in my home during this thing. There was until 1609. Oh, 1609, huh? No bar to the naturalization in the ordinary course of any foreign Jew. No bar to the naturalization in the ordinary course of any foreign Jew. Settled in England for the requisite period, who could induce Parliament to grant him English citizenship. But wasn't Ephraim one of the people from Twilight as well? When it came to the Wolf Clan or the Wolf Pack? Maybe that's why we kept on pulling that card too. Eliminate the children of the wolf and the lion. Huh. But that's exactly what these people tried to do. So that means that even if I look at that energy of Diana and the other witch, the dark witch, while they try to portray it the other way around, okay? They were dealing with the dark witch. Possibly moon energy is what source is saying. To keep this person in the hangman energy. And you remember on that, I think it was Discovery of Witches, how they that dark witch took her and whipped her and punished her because she wasn't really in tune with her powers, but she was intrigued, so she would poke her and provoke her to speak and do things so she can see how powerful she was. All right, so again, we have this chariot energy here, and we just spoke of chariots here in the text. Wow. Let's finish this real quick. All right, y'all, this is crazy. This is making me think about Mary Stuart and what's her name? possibly with a side ponytail. So that might be another Black Widow energy. What was it that we were talking about just not that long ago? The daughter of the Pharaoh. Oh man, I can't remember the name right now. I can't remember the name. The right was, however, theoretical rather than practical, for there is no record of any such application ever having been made by a Jew. The anti-Catholic agitation early in the 17th century led to an alteration in the law affecting the naturalization of aliens. Led to an alteration, so an alter, okay, in the law affecting the naturalization of aliens. So again, this is still correlating with us speaking of this stuff and trying to be sensible and saying that we're not saying that anyone doesn't belong. We're just saying what is being done because we were having the same problems back then. We were having the same things going on way back 1609, 1906. I mean, it's the same thing. So again, we're just pointing out patterns here. That in future naturalization should be dependent on the acceptance by the candidate for English citizenship of the sacrament. And also, so again, this is the things that I feel like somebody was supposed to be at least pointing me in the direction. But no, I feel like, again, this was, to matter of fact, to keep things not being done. And so, because they had ideas for somebody else to sit there. They didn't like us for no reason. But there's reasons, systematic ways of people thinking, the church for not teaching us the proper way in the first place, so on and so forth. It's the same thing. It failed us. It's the same thing. It's not letting me see it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me see the whole thing. So that's all we get from that one. But I'm just like, what? Wait, 33 pages. Hold on, let me see. Maybe it'll let me see it here. The preface, Anglo-Jewish, King Alfred. Oh. So again, when it's talking about King Alfred plan in the hands, I wonder if that was just, because that's just how I look at things sometimes. If they can share a couple of images like that. I mean, I've only seen one image of anybody with whips on their back, not saying that they didn't do it to nobody, but if they can get you to believe that, it's a fear complex there, and that's how they controlled you, because they got you controlled by the mind. That's why we unchain the brain here, so you can do whatever you want to do with them thoughts. Triggering and provoking thought. You don't have to think what I think, just think. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It's just how much of this stuff actually really happened so that we can hate each other by race instead of hierarchy. How much of it was done by people that look like you while it's supposedly white supremacy in a white man. And this is why people are fighting against people that are saying, hey, let's look at this another way, because they want to be still in their feelings. They want to still cause this division, and they want to still, it's just the same thing. I could tell. These people are a part of some kind of societies or something like that. And again, they got, just like they've doubled up on how many FBI agents, all this other stuff with this act, they're doubling up on the people that are going to be coming for the children of Israel, or again, the Hebrew people or whatnot. The so-called conspiracy of Dr. Ruy Lopez. Okay. Let's see. An English voice on the emancipation of Jews. The Jew Bill of 1753. Okay, well, let's just see if we can find this one. A supposed Jewish conspiracy in 753. Let's look at the Jew Bill. Okay, it's still just the one page. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to get the other pages here. So let's just keep on moving here.